Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today in this video where we're going to be reacting to another of George Carlin's comedy. This one is on saving the planet. This has been highly recommended and highly requested, so I thought, let's check it out. Alright, without any further ado people, I've got to warn you, if you haven't seen it before, please be prepared. Let's go.
See, I'm not one of these people who's worried about everything. You got people like this around you. Country's full of them now. People walking around all day long, every minute of the day, worried about everything. Worried about the air, worried about the water, worried about the soil. Worried about insecticides, pesticides, food additives, carcinogens. Worried about radon gas, worried about asbestos. Worried about saving endangered species. Let me tell you about endangered species, all right? Saving endangered species is just one more arrogant attempt by humans to control nature. It's arrogant meddling. It's what got us in trouble in the first place. Doesn't anybody understand that? Interfering with nature. Over 90%, way over 90% of all the species that have ever lived on this planet, are gone. They're extinct. We didn't kill them all. They just disappeared. That's what nature does. They disappear these days at the rate of 25 a day. And I mean regardless of our behavior. Irrespective of how we act on this planet, 25 species that were here today will be gone tomorrow. Let them go gracefully. Leave nature alone. Haven't we done enough? We're so self-important. So self-important. Everybody's gonna save something now. Save the trees, save the bees, save the whales, save those snails. And the greatest arrogance of all, save the planet. What? Are these fucking people kidding me? Save the planet? We don't even know how to take care of ourselves yet. We haven't learned how to care for one another. We're gonna save the fucking planet? I'm getting tired of that shit. Tired of that shit. Tired. I'm tired of fucking Earth Day. I'm tired of these self-righteous environmentalists, these white...
Did he say Earth Day? What's that? Oh, please excuse my ignorance. I haven't heard it before. What is Earth Day?
bourgeois liberals who think the only thing wrong with this country is there aren't enough bicycle paths. People trying to make the world safe for their Volvos. Besides, environmentalists don't give a shit about the planet. They don't care about the planet. Not in the abstract, they don't. Not in the abstract, they don't. You know what they're interested in? A clean place to live. Their own habitat. They're worried that someday in the future they might be personally inconvenienced. Narrow, unenlightened self-interest doesn't impress me. Besides, there is nothing wrong with the planet. Nothing wrong with the planet. The planet is fine. The people are fucked. Difference. Difference. The planet is fine. Compared to the people, the planet is doing great. It's been here 4.5 billion years. Did you ever think about the arithmetic? Planet has been here 4.5 billion years. We've been here, what, 100,000? Maybe 200,000? And we've only been engaged in heavy industry for a little over 200 years. 200 years versus 4.5 billion. And we have the conceit to think that somehow we're a threat? That somehow we're going to put in jeopardy this beautiful little blue-green ball that's just a-floating around the sun? The planet has been through a lot worse than us. Been through all kinds of things worse than us. Been through earthquakes, volcanoes, plate tectonics, continental drift, solar flares, sunspots, magnetic storms, the magnetic reversal of the poles, hundreds of thousands of years of bombardment by comets and asteroids and meteors, worldwide floods, tidal waves, worldwide fires, erosion, cosmic rays, recurring ice ages, and we think some plastic bags and some aluminum cans are going to make a difference? The planet...
If only this guy was here to see what is happening now in the UK, in the sense of we've got like this different group like Extinction Rebellion, I can't remember the other ones, that glue themselves to the roads because they're trying to save the planet, trying to get the government to sort alternative source of power rather than drilling. It's it would be interesting, isn't it? At that time, he's talking about this. Wow.
The planet. The planet isn't going anywhere. We are. We're going away. Pack your shit, folks. We're going away. And we won't leave much of a trace either. Thank God for that. Maybe a little styrofoam. Maybe. Little styrofoam. Planet will be here and we'll be long gone. Just another failed mutation. Just another closed-end biological mistake. An evolutionary cul-de-sac. The planet will shake us off like a bad case of fleas. A surface nuisance. You want to know how the planet's doing? Ask those people at Pompeii who are frozen into position from volcanic ash how the planet's doing. Want to know if the planet's all right? Ask those people in Mexico City or Armenia or 100 other places buried under thousands of tons of earthquake rubble if they feel like a threat to the planet this week. How about those people in Kilauea, Hawaii who build their homes right next to an active volcano and then wonder why they have lava in the living room? The planet will be here for a long, long, long time after we're gone, and it will heal itself, it will cleanse itself, because that's what it does. It's a self-correcting system. The air and the water will recover, the earth will be renewed, and if it's true that plastic is not degradable, well, the planet will simply incorporate plastic into a new paradigm, the earth plus plastic. The earth doesn't share our prejudice towards plastic. Plastic came out of the earth. The earth probably sees plastic as just another one of its children. Could be the only reason the earth allowed us to be spawned from it in the first place. It wanted plastic for itself. Didn't know how to make it. Needed us. Could be the answer to our age-old philosophical question, why are we here? Plastic. Assholes. So, the plastic is here, our job is done, we can be phased out now, and I think that's really started already, don't you? I mean, to be fair, the planet probably sees us as a mild threat, something to be dealt with, and I'm sure the planet will defend itself in the manner of a large organism, like a beehive or an ant colony can muster a defense. I'm sure the planet will think of something. What would you do if you were the planet trying to defend against this pesky, troublesome species? Let's see, what might, viruses. Viruses might be good. They seem vulnerable to viruses. And viruses are tricky, always mutating and forming new strains whenever a vaccine is developed. Perhaps this first virus could be one that compromises the immune system of these creatures. Perhaps a human immunodeficiency virus, making them vulnerable to all sorts of other diseases and infections that might come along. And maybe it could be spread sexually, making them a little reluctant to engage in the act of reproduction. Well, that's a poetic note. And it's a start. And I can dream, can't I? See, I don't worry about the little things. Bees, trees, whales, snails. I think we're part of a greater wisdom than we will ever understand. A higher order. Call it what you want. You know what I call it? The big electron. The big electron. Whoa. 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 It doesn't punish. It doesn't judge at all. It just is. And so are we. For a little while. Thanks for being here with me for a little while tonight. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
My days. He's my days. That's it.
New York City, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. And take care of somebody else. Thank you. Good night.
Oh my days. Oh my days. This guy's comedy is not just comedy, is it? It's philosophy. at its greatest, isn't it? It's something that we all really need to be mindful of, in the sense of how we interact with one another. I think that was actually quite beautifully put. Because it's true though, isn't it? Because we happen to have a world these days where we are so worried about everything. We're worried about everything, but not so much about each other, which is really, really true. Nobody seems to care until it's. I don't mean nobody at all. That's not how I mean it, because I need to be careful as to how I word things as well before somebody gets offended. That's not what I meant. What I meant was a lot of people don't seem to bothered about crisis around them until it's highlighted in the news, and there is a massive wave around what needs to be done and stuff like that. I was watching one of Phil Collins' song where it says "Another Day in Paradise," where there was an actual sign saying "Don't help beggars," something along those lines, and I was shocked to see that. Like, somebody literally wrote that out. Don't help beggars. Somebody later explained that it was because they were causing traffic. Okay, somebody's homeless, starving, the system somehow failing them. Yes, there are some where they've been um, potentially misuse use drugs or alcohol, but then understanding the root behind it would definitely help a long way, rather than just assume everybody is. But the focus was, you're causing traffic. That shows our priorities, isn't it? But no, let's save the planet because there are a couple of plastic bags out there. Okay. The homeless person doesn't count. Okay. Priorities. We need to get our priorities right, because gosh, I don't know. I suppose why I'm laughing is I'm thinking about the Extinction Rebellion and how serious people take this, um, causing traffic disruptions to other people's lives, saying for the better good of the planet. Because if we could force the government to stop drilling and source alternative source of energy and power, that way the planet would last longer. Isn't it interesting? I'm trying to think when this comedy would have been done, because I'm mindful that when it's posted is not when it's done. So this was posted 15 years ago. I would like to imagine that this was a lot longer than that, when it was created. How he's able to kind of like talk about the future in such with such great insight. The things that we're talking about there just seems to be normal now. Everybody trying to save the planet. It's incredible. Humans need to chill out. We need to chill out and look after each other. Prioritize that. Not just focusing so much about me, but also how's my next door neighbor doing? How's that child I keep seeing every day, looking as though they're struggling? How's that mom? How's that dad? Have I said hello to anybody today? And does that hello actually mean more than just a tokenistic gesture? Have I genuinely interacted with somebody today, listened to what they've got to say, rather than just advise them on what to do. Sometimes all people need when they're struggling is somebody to listen. Active listening. Sometimes that's the result that people need. Because the more they hear themselves speak, and you're able to kind of present to them that you're listening, showing a genuine interest, sounding that voice, being that sounding board, they're able to 8 times out of 10 work out the struggles. Because hearing it in your head is not the same as hearing yourself say it. It's just different. That's all I would say. All right, that was good. That was good. I can see why it's been highly recommended. Yeah, let me know in the comment section below your views on it. To the people that requested it, thank you. And I hope I was able to do it justice. Please bring more, and I will try my best to react as quickly as possible. If you like what we're all about, please like, subscribe, and join our community. As part of this, it's not the same comedian, but somebody else, Jeffrey's comedy that on gun control. I reacted to that. YouTube won't let me post it. Just in case anybody's looking forward to listening to that, I have reacted to it. I just can't seem to post it. What I will do is the ones that I can't post on here, I'll put it on my Rumbles account. So if you guys want to check it out on there, I'll try and leave my Rumbles account in the section below. Let me know if you'd like me to do that. So what I can do, the ones I can't put here, I'll put it on there. If you guys would like me to do that, let me know in the comment section below, and I will start doing that. I've only just opened it. I've not started posting a lot over there, but just let me know. I'll look forward to the comment section, and I will take my lead from there. All right, if you like what we're all about, please like, subscribe, and join our community. And until next time, guys, you make sure you look after yourself. It has been Kings. Peace. Bye for now.